Hello everyone, this is Burger Boy. Welcome back to another video, and today we are taking a look at the test hands and combos for the $30 budget build of the Crimson King structure deck. If you guys haven't picked them up yet, definitely should, and if you haven't taken a look at my profile video, you definitely should see that as well. I will put the link to that video down in the description. So we are going to start off by drawing 5 cards, and we'll see what kind of plays we can get cooking here. Alright, so first off, you want to make sure that you have a way of getting to Soul Resonator on your opening hand, which we do. So we are going to normal summon it and activate its effect. It will allow us to add a level 4 or lower Fiend monster from our deck to our hand. That will be our Bone Archfiend. We can special summon Bone Archfiend from our hand by discarding a card from our hand or sending a card from our face-up field to the graveyard. So in this case, let's just get rid of Crimson Resonator, and we will special summon Bone Archfiend. Activate Bone Archfiend's second effect to dump a Resonator monster to the graveyard to change its own level or a monster on my field by 1. So we can go up 1 level or down 1 level. Normally you would just dump Crimson Resonator. Let's just pretend that this was a blank card, and we will dump another Crimson Resonator. And this will make Bone Archfiend's level 3, or Soul Resonator levels 2. We are going to use both of those, 2 level 3s, to synchro summon our Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon will special summon back from the graveyard our Crimson Resonator. And when Crimson Resonator is summoned, when I control a Dark Synchro Dragon, and only one other Dark Synchro Dragon, I can summon 2 Resonator monsters from the deck. So we are going to grab Synchron Resonator and Vision Resonator. Next, by using Red Rising Dragon and Vision Resonator, we can synchro summon our level 8, the new Red Dragon Archfiend. And when Vision Resonator is sent to the graveyard for this synchro summon, we can add a card that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend to our hand. That's going to be Crimson Gaia. And then we can just activate Crimson Gaia right away, and it also allows us to add a Red Dragon Archfiend card, or a card that mentions it, to our hand. So we are going to add Absolute Power Force. Alternatively, you could also add Red Zone, but we already have it. Okay. Next, we are going to use Red Dragon Archfiend and Synchron Resonator in order to summon our hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Then we are going to Chainlink 1 Scarred Dragon and Chainlink 2 Synchron Resonator. Synchron Resonator is going to add a Resonator monster back to our hand when it's used for a Synchro Summon. So I'm going to add back the Vision Resonator. And Scarred Dragon Archfiend will Synchro Summon from our deck, extra deck, the Red Dragon Archfiend, the regular Red Dragon Archfiend. Vision Resonator goes back to our hand, and then we will special summon Vision Resonator because we control a level 5 or higher monster. Then we will use Vision Resonator and Red Dragon Archfiend for a level 10, and that is going to be Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Next, we can simply just set Absolute Power Force and Red Zone. Burning Soul is also good to have in your hand because it allows you to Calamity Lock your opponent on turn 1. So let's say, just in a hypothetical situation, we were able to get another Synchron Resonator in our hand. So let's say that Ascator Dunwalker was actually Crimson Resonator, or Synchron Resonator. Let's just do a little bit of legal cheating for the sake of the video. And we will also special summon Synchron Resonator because we control a Synchro monster. We will pass our turn on this to our opponent, and during their draw phase, we will activate the Burning Soul. Wherever that went, here we go. Let's activate that. It has to be set to your field first. Activate Burning Soul, allowing you to Synchro Summon. So we will use Synchron Resonator, Archfiend Abyss, and Crimson Resonator. And say if your opponent tries to respond with anything, you can negate it with Archfiend Abyss. So those 3 will go to the graveyard to summon Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, King Calamity. When King Calamity is summoned, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects on the field for the rest of the turn, and you can't respond to its activation. So it's a spell speed 4, and it pretty much forces your opponent to skip their turn. So when it comes back to you, you'll draw. And look at that, we got another Soul Resonator. We can do that whole combo again if we wanted to with just Soul Resonator. So, and you can just enter your battle phase and activate Absolute Power Force. It's going to give your Red Dragon Archfiend that attacks, so we'll use our King Calamity, 1,000 extra attack points. Your opponent can't activate cards or effects during the battle, and any damage that is dealt is doubled, and it does piercing. So just swing, assuming their field is open, for 10,000 damage, which is absolutely nuts. And we also have Red Zone for some follow-up. Crimson Gaia, if they have any monsters on their field, it will Book of Eclipse them, flip them all face down, and then, you know, you can do double piercing damage with your Red Dragon Archfiend monsters, which pretty much turns any of your Red Dragon Archfiends into Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, which, if you know, that's a pretty crazy card if it's able to attack. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to look out for another one when I post a eventual profile for a full power version of this deck, although I'm really happy with the way this one works so far. But I definitely will be upgrading this deck with staple cards such as hand traps and bestials and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe and join the Discord down in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.